Where can you find a freehold 4-bed, 5-bath plus study? 2,045 square foot apartment, no balcony in the heart of District 11. Just 5 to 7 minutes walk away from Newton MRT and 1 kilometer to 3 good schools. Featuring $400,000 worth of beautiful modern shaker style renovations with everything you need for your family to grow and gather. Introducing Gloucester Mansion. Welcome to Gloucester Mansion. We are in a 2,045 square feet, 4-bed, 5-bath plus study. This is unlike any other 4-bedroom apartment you've ever seen because of this huge landscape living and dining area. Now, from this wall to the end, we're talking about 9.5 meters of length that you'll get. Hard to find even in a landed home these days. Now we have beautiful light coming in from all of the full height windows. Every single room and common space has this. So very, very bright in the middle of the morning. We don't have lights on at all. So over here you have a nice squarish living area that you can put your TV console and a nice separation if you choose to, so you can demarcate living and dining. Because of the squarishness of both areas, you can switch it up because you can put the dining there if you prefer, living here if you like. But anyway, you can see that there's big enough space to put a huge 10-seater round dining table. We also have very, very nice pendant lights coming from the top and a ceiling fan in the living room as well. And a mirror on this side with a nice console for you to expand that space that you have, that sense of space. Also, of course, there is a common bath, so your guests, don't worry, they have a common toilet that they can use. Now, this is just a powder room, so there isn't a shower, so it's just perfect and small enough. Doesn't take up too much space, but beautifully renovated, luxury style. Now, one of the other things is that a junior master bedroom exists in this 4-bedroom apartment with its own ensuite, and that means it's perfect for multi-generational living. Now, the moment you walk in, you'll notice that this is big enough for you to put a king size, queen size, no matter how big you want to put this bed. Okay, nice natural light coming in with a nice greenery unblocked view outside and a whole lot of storage on this side. All the cabinetry has been done with nice gold trimmings as well, and I'm just opening it up for you to see that they even have adjustable tracks inside for you to make sure that you can customize the needs of this wardrobe or this cupboard to fit your requirement. Inside over here, we have this ensuite that I was telling you about. There's a bathtub in this one. So if your kids like bathtubs, they can have one of these. And also all of the fixtures over here, Villeroy Bosch sinks with Hansgrohe. You know, these are really, really expensive, not because it's like, oh, it's luxury, but it's because they last. And they just don't rust. They look so good even after years and years. So look at the high quality fixtures that you have. That's what went into the $400,000 worth of renovation into this house, where they redid everything, the air conditioned piping, the lighting, the electricals, right? You talk about the toilets, the tiling, the waterproofing, and the kitchen we are about to see and you will love. Let's look at that right now. You might be wondering, what is behind this cabinet? This is a lesson in home organization. So the DB box is inside here. But look at how they've organized with the metal rack and still have drawers on top of this. And then there's still a shelf on top, right? So it's not just kind of like a space of like dumping everything. It's so well organized and hidden in this very nice rattan motif, so you still make it feel like it's part of a designer home. How beautiful is that? Open dry kitchen as well as an enclosed wet kitchen that's fitted out with top tier appliances. Now we are talking Bosch dishwasher over here, all right? Built in for you. We are talking about this beautiful sink that is already so deep for you to do your dishes together over here. A nice huge ladder over here to put your food, your cups, your trays. A Miele steam oven that has hardly been used, hardly been touched. This was $12,000, by the way, the appliance alone. And this very, very cool appliance cabinet where we have this ability to pull out and create some extra table space. Your wires and all that are concealed inside. Microwave is inside of here. Look. Ta-da! And not to mention, you still have space for a fridge, more food. And over here, you have your wet kitchen area where you can actually close this up. So you have this sliding door where I can close all of this up. And then this will be able to, of course, suck out all the gas and then ventilate through the yard, which is on my left. So your smells and your cooking smells, there's a window over here. Okay, so window over here that goes through to the yard into that open area. By the way, if you're wondering how they achieve this really warm wood effect on the floor but make it easy to maintain, these are actually tiles with a herringbone design that makes it look and feel like wood, but it's actually really easy to clean. And the yard, by the way, is always very important because we need to have a space for our washer dryer stack. And also there is a very sizable helper's room. Come on in, I know it's messy, but you gotta see the mess because it's really quite spacious. There's even space for a double bunk bed. There's still a window as well for your helper, so it doesn't feel stuffy at all. And there's still a yard toilet as well for her to use. Now I know I still owe you 3 more rooms, which includes the master and that study space. So let's head over there right now. So you're coming over to the side where we have 3 more bedrooms plus a study room. Over there was this really nice shoe cabinet, and in front of me is this really cool study nook, because now with work from home requirements, all of us need that little nook where we can do a nice setup like this. You know, you have a desk, could be adjustable, you have your books, and you have a setup with your Wi-Fi. And that's just opposite our 2 common rooms. So we have our 2 common rooms over here. This one's done in a girls style. This is obviously the girls' room. Again, you have nice full height wardrobes all done up for you. And your floors, by the way, in all of the rooms are newly done parquet flooring. Used to be laminate, but the owners have done that as part of our $400,000 renovation. Again, we have really nice greenery views over here, and because of our south-facing, west sun. Now we have 1 more common room that's currently being used as a playroom, so you can see the potential of how you want to program your space. If you have more children, of course, you can use this as another kids' room. You can see how big the room is because it is stacked full of toys. All the rooms come with ceiling fans and air conditioning, so don't worry. There's also a common bath outside for the 2 rooms. So the common bath over here. Now you might be thinking like, hey, is it a little bit angular or is it me? It is a bit angular, but they've really used the space very well because nothing is wasted. All of it is storage space below. You have a very neat shower compartment behind here. Look at the newness of the glass. There's still plastic over here on the metal trimming, right? Tiling all redone. So these are all large format tiles, very easy to clean. There's a marble effect. And by the way, do you know even the toilet bowls are Villeroy? Last but not least, we do have the master ensuite, which is on the other end of the room, so directly on the other end from the junior master, where you have beautiful views as well, unblocked that way, and 12 panels of wardrobe space throughout the entire room. Over here, we have a nice dresser, so this is where I have my nice natural light and I can do my makeup. And over here, so much wardrobe space. You can't complain that you're not on a wardrobe space because there's there. And then this leads into my very nice ensuite. Now this is a sliding door, so that's very space saving, okay? Unlike the other rooms that have, swing doors. So you have double vanity. And I love that the mirror has a light. Now, in my own house, I was telling my electrician that I wanted a mirror with light. And he said, why do you want so many lights in your toilet? You already have so many lights. You know what? I regretted not insisting that I had a mirror with a light because this is the only way you can evenly see your face, whether or not your blush is applied correctly on both sides and not like, too much on one side. So mirror with light. Also have nice wall light for ambience, and then you have nice fixtures, super cute, little Villeroy, Hansgrohe again, and cabinetry all for your storage. You see, look at this. This is a masterclass in home organization. Even after you put this cabinet, you still have nice baskets to pull out your towels. And then there's no bathtub, they've removed it. And so this is a very spacious shower compartment. You could easily fit 2 people. You want to bathe your kids, you can put 3 kids all together, bathe them all at once, save time. And one more thing, you'll notice that this has a lot of nice ventilation, so you don't have to worry. You can see the ceilings, there's no mold at all, really good condition. This home is full of hidden surprises. This shoe cabinet that's just next to the door has this beautiful double layered mechanism, so you can store even more shoes and save a lot of space. So neat, right? In terms of amenities, we're just a 10-12 minute walk away from Newton Food Centre, or in the other direction you have Novena Square, United Square, Square 2 for all of your retail, dining and even enrichment centre needs. If you want to go a little bit further, Orchard Road and the entire stretch is just a 4-minute drive away via Scotts Road. For families, we have 3 schools within 1 kilometre, which is ACS Primary, ACS Junior and SJI Junior. And if you have girls, not to worry, we do have 2 girls' schools within 1 to 2 kilometre, including SGS and St Margaret's Primary. In terms of connectivity, we're just a 5 to 7 minute walk away from Newton MRT, which has both downtown as well as north-south lines. You're also just a 3-minute drive away from the access point to the CTE, which brings you to anywhere in Singapore with ease. You're also just off Bukit Timah and Dunyan Road, where you can head up towards Upper Bukit Timah or down towards Rochor, depending on what you like, towards different parts of town. If you're looking for a freehold 4-bed, 5-bath plus study, 2,045 square feet, with $400,000 worth of beautiful move-in renovation for you and your family, 1 kilometer to 3 good schools, 5 to 7 minutes away from Newton MRT by foot, look no further than this beautiful apartment at Gloucester Mansions. If this could be your next miracle home, give me a call. I'm Sarah X Miracle.